This is Kaylan, better known as Professor Cygonus and Angels. And my angels and I are as one human being. I know it is beyond the sight you are seeing. We're doing very good, my miracles, my wonderful angels. And remember to have healthy eating, appropriate speech, appropriate behavior, appropriate clothing, appropriate spacing, and know the science and anatomy of all things. Also remember to have the goals of the body, the household, and the outside responsibilities. Speaking of outside responsibilities, along with the bodily responsibilities, we always make sure that we have our fanny pack with us. We have our chapstick. We have the nail clippers, any kind of hygienics, medical supplies if needed as well. And we always have that in our fanny pack at all times. We wrap the fanny pack around our waist. We recommend everyone a fanny pack. We also have something else very important to recommend as well for anyone who wants to do land clearing. And not only that, here we have our gloves on. This is leather gloves, so these are very good to do things with this without having the problems of sweating and the gloves or anything else. Also, we have our Tackle Life headphones that block out any background noises. Also, we have the orange tinted glasses that actually help with brightening the colors of what we see. And not only that, but helps to prevent photon damage, because sometimes lights in the day sometimes damages our eyes, because too bright of lighting can sometimes make your eyes strain and hurt. So these orange tinted glasses are really good for doing detailed things, and also really good to brighten and illuminate the colors. And all of these things are for great affordable prices. So let us tell you about today and what we are doing today. So here we have the Kobolt chainsaw. Now this chainsaw is the most lightweight. What is so amazing about this chainsaw is this is the most lightweight chainsaw that there is. Very lightweight. You can move this around without having the issues of a gasoline chainsaw. Gasoline chainsaws are usually a lot heavier, so it's a lot more difficult to be able to do anything with. This also comes with a chainsaw case as well, so as you can see, the case is on here. We're going to be speaking about safety features here. Now, let my angels and I tell you why you want to go with the Kobolt chainsaw and not the gasoline ones. This is electric, and this charges very quickly. So not only that, this has a very important safety feature. As soon as you turn this chainsaw on and say that you needed to shut this off for emergency, this lever in the front right here pulls forward and that shuts off as quick as possible. So that is a really good piece there. Now you have to put chainsaw oil into the top. And thank goodness we had wonderful miracle neighbors that also helped us with the chainsaw oil. So we have the bar and chain oil by Harvest King. Now Kobolt is a company that makes tons and wonderful equipment out of the electric. I've never really seen the Kobolt make gasoline anything. And the thing is, that means that they are an environmental friendly company. Gasoline is very toxic and you do not want that. That's why you want to go with the electric. Now this charged in the matter of less than an hour, and that was more than halfway charged. So here, this comes with the battery charger as well. And this is a 24 volt lithium ion battery. So this is the Kobolt. The Kobolt company, when I first heard of the Kobolt company, I bought wrenches from them because my huge garden wagon was so large in size that no other wrench was big enough to be able to get the bolt off of the wagon and on the wagon for disassembly and reassembly. So during the time of doing so, it was the Kobolt wrench that had the incredible gripping, They had incredible grips for their wrenches, and if you're like a tool fanatic, you all, Kobolt is the main brand company. Now you hear about DeWalt and everything else. I think that the best company for any kind of electric equipment is the Kobolt. That's exactly why I went with Kobolt. Not only is Kobolt an affordable company, but also is environmental friendly and is a trustworthy name brand, because they make their equipment so precise. And not only that, they had the packaging, they had the labeling, so very precise. And they also had the boxing for this, looking so professional, as you could see. And this came with the charger, so all you really need to get separate is the oil, and that's it. And the oil will last for quite some time, so you're not really having to constantly buy gasoline or anything else. So you definitely want to go with the Kobolt company. Now also, we appreciate all of the cargo ways that it took to get this to us, and we are very thankful for the cargo ways, and we pray for everyone on travel at this moment. Only travel when it is absolutely necessary. The cargo ways have to be on the roads a lot, and a lot of them take pride in what they do, but we do pray that we can reduce the amount of people that are on the road that are not necessary to be on the road, so that the cargo ways will have clear paths. And we pray for everyone on travels right now, but remember to only travel when it's absolutely necessary. So when it comes to the Kobolt company, I think that you may be able to get this at your local store, but we got this on the Lowe's.com, and we have two main stores that we shop online with, is the HomeDepot.com and the Lowe's.com. That's my two main stores, and I'm very thankful for those incredible stores. Now, when it comes to the Kobolt company, one thing that I really admired is the fact that they had created this with very long-lasting material, and this is not like that kind of material that's going to wear out. The thing about the Kobolt company is they're very precise with their material that they build and make these things with. So we are very thankful for the way that they make these things possible. Thank you, Kobolt company, for honoring the diligence and responsibility. This is honoring our world as well, because they're helping the environment to reduce the amount of gasoline and other things like that. As you can see, there's a lot of stubs on the property, and we're getting rid of the stubs. Now, when I first had gotten here, all of this was cleared by hand by these two hands right here, my angels and I, as one human being. And I'm telling you, I cried myself to sleep because of how much I was hurting from having to use an axe. Using an axe is very harsh on your brain, and having a brain injury, it was very difficult. And that is exactly why chainsaws are very fast, very efficient, and not only that, is something that is really good. But let my angels and I tell you this, around the time that I chopped the trees down with the axe, it was winter time, so I did not see the species of trees that they was. It turns out that we have very special trees that make something called pecans. So we have a lot of pecans trees, which is something that I was really shocked at. I had no idea that there was pecan trees on the property until our neighbor had picked one up and said, "Do you know what this is?" And I thought, I'm not sure what that is. It's like an acorn or something. And they said, "This is a pecan." Thought, oh wow, that is amazing. They're like, "Do you know where this came from?" It came from one of the trees. They thought, I should have thought about that. But I did not see a lot of the pecans. I thought that they were acorns. I did not think they were pecans. So that's actually going to be something really good for the Saigoness Industries Farmers Market, because we have a lot of these. But around the time, I do not think that we had gotten rid of any of the pecan trees, but I do know that it was really difficult to get these down. But since it was the winter time, you just really could not know. But how you know a species of trees is looking at the patterns of their leaves. And the leaves of the tree can tell you a lot about what species that the tree is. That's why during the winter time, you want to see the leaves grow so that you can know what kind of tree is what. Now, we will show you the pecan tree and the leaves of the pecan tree. Now, this right here is a pecan tree. And as you can see, they are patterned, and they grow in little chunks and sections. instead of growing as separates, they grow together, as you can see. And not only that, but sometimes they will form a pattern, and these are just growing. Sometimes they will form a pattern, as you can see. You will see the side leaves growing off, and then one leaf will grow down. So pretty much like a star that has the point at the top, and then the other ones are leafed out on the edge. Very good. Also, so as we said, always make sure that you have the correct equipment as well. So you press the button. There's 2 buttons on here. This is very precise. I like the holding grip of the Kobolt wrench. And you see how fast and efficient this is. And this is electric. It's not gasoline, so this is a lot more efficient than the regular pieces. And if you all are looking forward to doing some land clearing, we do recommend the Kobolt wrench. So we'll go ahead and start with this bigger one. Very good. When you're doing anything, you want to make sure to go around. So we do one side, and then we do the other. Wow. That was so fast. That was so efficient, you all. So as you can see, in the matter of seconds, something that you would do by hand, this took the matter of seconds. This would take you by hand about, I don't know, almost 24 hours. I know to be able to get this down, it took all day. It would take a very, very long time. And look how smooth that this is cut. I think also any kind of woodworking skills, like if you want to build something, this is a very lightweight chainsaw. And we're actually planning to make furniture out of the wood here. So that's why we do want to keep a lot of the wood. But as you can see, that was so fast, so efficient. That's flat and smooth. I'm really liking that. Very good. I love the progressive ways. So this one definitely took me all day long to be able to get down. But remember to always know the species of trees. We was unaware, my angels and I was unaware of what species that these trees was, but we do know that we had to move the house onto the property, and so it was a transitioning process. Excellent processing. Excellent. Wow. That was amazing, you all. That literally took a few days. That's heavy too. We did that. That literally took a few days to get down with an axe. Literally in a matter of seconds. I'm so proud. That really does make an incredible difference. Literally, that was sticking out about 2 or 3 feet. For so long I had to deal with that. And now we're seeing everything very clean and efficient. So it looks like we have to make some adjustments onto the chain. So as we said, while doing that, make sure that the battery is uninstalled. Very good. Now that we are done adjusting the chain, we can put the battery back on. Very good. Let's get started. Excellent. That was a bigger one. Indeed, very good. Excellent. That is so amazing. Another thing that we really like about the Kobolt chainsaw is the fact that they had really designed this with color. I really like the bright blue. That's actually their motto color. So every Kobolt company brand, you would see the bright blue. Excellent. So another thing I really like is the handling grip. You can really turn this in any direction and have really good handling grip in the meantime. Excellent processing. This looks so good. I'm proud of us. Very nice. As you can see, literally what would have taken us hours and hours to be able to do by hand with a small axe literally took us a matter of seconds. So now we will move on to the next pieces here. Here we go. Lots to do. Excellent processing. Very good. I love this, you all. I love the progression. I'll tell you something. This is more than money can buy. That's the truth. The chainsaw, and thank you, Kobolt Company. You're making life a better place by making equipment like this. Miracle equipment.